Hey guys, good evening. Wasn't sure I was going to post another video, but had an experience putting my daughter to bed about an hour, probably an hour and a half ago. Our daily routine with her, nightly routine, I guess I should say, is to, to go upstairs with her on nights like this. It's bath night, so I bathe both kids. My wife is still out working right now, so it was just me. And my son's real easy to put to bed, at least for me. Um, it's funny with Carrie. It's he wants books. He wants Carrie to lay with him, and talk to him and pray with him and sing with him, and it's a 30-45 minute process. And then she goes and lays with my daughter, and that's a whole another 30-40 minute kind of deal, and it lengthens out the night. But tonight it was just me, so Isaiah doesn't want me to do those things with him. He, put him to bed, pull his covers up. He'll let me sing "Jesus Loves Me," which I can't imagine sounds very good. There's been times where he goes, "No, Daddy, Mommy, sing," and you kind of laugh and go, "Okay, all right, buddy." But now he lets me do it. But as I'm putting Hannah to bed tonight, and this is kind of what I want to get to. We read a book, and then I read a Bible story to her, and I asked her what I said. What do you want in this world? If it's anything that you want, what is that in this world that you want? And she looks back at me and says, "I want this world to be all ladybugs so I can catch one." And it wasn't that was profound. It's what came next. And what came next about shattered my heart, especially what has been going on in this world over the last 4 or 5 days. She says, "I want the world to be all ladybugs so I can catch one." And she looks up at me and says, "But the world doesn't work that way, does it, Daddy?" And I don't know why that hit me so hard. And it might be the reaction of what's going on right now. But just from a 5-year-old to say something so profound like that, but the world doesn't work that way, does it, Daddy? And I said, "No, sweetheart, it doesn't." Guys, we have the ability to change the world, not only ourselves, to affect people around us every day. And I know I posted a video earlier today, and I wasn't going to do this, but I kept feeling God tug at my heart to do this. And we not only have the ability to change the world with people that we come in contact with, whether it's people that we work with, people that we go to church with, people that, just really anybody that we come in contact with. But what we so often forget is we can change the world by starting right here. By starting right here at home. And for me personally, to me, it's affecting how my kids think. I shouldn't say not how they think, but how they treat people, I guess is a better way of saying it. How they interact with people, how they handle themselves as human beings. We have the ability to change the world, guys. Brian, I see you. How you doing, buddy? We have the ability to change the world through our kids. Because this world doesn't end with us. When God calls us home, the world doesn't end with us. And it was, I was watching a video earlier tonight with a police officer in the midst of a protest or march or whatever you want to call it. And he said something that just rang so true with me. And he said his job is to leave this world better than the way he found it. And I think for us as parents, I think that's our job. To allow, we need to leave this world better than what we found, right? We need to leave it better than the way our parents did. And for us as parents, it's our job to teach our kids so they can leave this world better than the way they found it or they were given it, whatever the case may be. So guys, I want to leave you with that thought, that everything that is going on, no matter what it is, no matter whether it's trying to figure out how you can help or how you can affect this world in a positive manner, whether it's to shake the hand of a police officer, whether it's to smile, to shake the hand of somebody that you're passing. You know, a lot of people in our neighborhood are around walking, and you can affect somebody by just smiling, by just saying hi, by introducing yourself. Or, you know, if you're driving through the neighborhood and you see somebody walking the opposite direction, to wave, to give them a smile. It's simple stuff like that. But for us as parents, it's to teach our kids to be the same, to be understanding, to be compassionate, to be empathetic, and to leave this earth better than they found it. And I'm going to give you these two things that sit on my computers on Post-it notes, and I look at them every day I start my day. The first acronym is BLESS. It says begin with prayer, listen and look for opportunities, exercise obedience, see everyone in God's image, and serve others. And I think those first two, begin with prayer and listen and look for opportunities, are so incredibly important, because we can listen and look for opportunities to be kind, to be empathetic, to be understanding. So often we want to talk because we have an opinion. But I think we forget that talking without listening doesn't further what's going on. There needs to come a time where we listen to understand, not to interrupt, not to wait for the moment that you can jump in, not to be so mad at what the other person is saying, but just to understand. Listen and look for those opportunities. Exercise obedience, because God calls us to be children of God. God calls us to be understanding. He calls us to love one another. How huge is that? Why are we not doing it? Isn't it that simple? See everyone in God's image. Everyone. No matter who it is, no matter what profession, no matter what color. And by the way, there's an amazing conversation between Pastor Stephen Furtick of Elevation Church and Pastor John Gray. I forget what church he's at, but I believe it's in South Carolina. Stephen Furtick's in North Carolina, John's in South Carolina. And they sat down at Stephen Furtick's church at Elevation and had a conversation over what's been happening. It's incredible. Go look it up on YouTube. It just happened this past weekend. It is absolutely fantastic. The other Post-it note that I have, the acronym is NICER. No compromises, integrity, compassionate, excellent work, and responsible to others. Guys, I'm grateful that you hang with me all the time. I hope that I can impact you in some way. I hope that you can impact me in some way. There have been some amazing people that I've come across who have impacted my life, and I'm grateful for that. But don't compromise your integrity. Be compassionate. Get after your job. Get after your family every day. Give it 120% with a smile on your face, and impact others, and be responsible for that. That's all I got, man. My daughter broke my heart tonight, man. She really did. And from a 5-year-old, you just don't expect something that profound. But it shook me. It really did. So, be nice. Be nicer and bless someone. I love y'all. Have a good night.